So Blizzard have just sent out a new survey, which I wouldn't even know about if it weren't for my good friend Height in the guild. He's one of the guys that received the survey, and I'm just going to show you our little conversation going through the survey on Discord. So there's not much editing going on because I'm just about to raid anyway, so it'll just be the chat that we're having whilst looking at the survey that's just gone out. Let us know what you think of the survey in the comments. Like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So the main question you saw was about the trading post.
It said, do I know what the trading post is? And it explains what it is. And then, do you want to see this in Classic? He asked loads of questions about what do you play currently and all this shit here.
Yeah, that's on there. That's on their normal ones. Keep the swearing to a minimum. I'm putting this straight on YouTube.
Yeah.
Child-friendly channel, you know. You've seen my characters' names on Kata. Child-friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these sort of games. This stuff's
in sports. Yeah.
they do this on like literally every survey. They put these exact questions and then they put like 1 or 2 questions in that actually mean anything. Hogwarts Legacy has made its way onto the survey as well.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy on there yet. That's what I spend more time playing. It's obviously Classic.
Yeah. You don't play retail at all, do you?
No, I don't play at all.
Okay.
I don't even have it installed.
Even there, in that question, it differentiated between Classic era and Wrath Classic. That's interesting. Yeah. We'd like you to specifically talk about your experience with Wrath Classic and Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and separate it from any opinions may have from Dragonflight. Okay. So
how satisfied are you?
Somewhat.
Yeah, pretty much. And I just said, you know, it's what I said. No leveling dungeons. Keep me looking for dungeon rates.
Yeah, give us random dungeon finder, and I'll be very satisfied.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically what I put.
Yeah, cool. Random LFD. Give.
How do we recommend it? So yeah, usual stuff.
7.
Very likely seen a raiding in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Which of the following best describes how you feel about it? On its way up, on its way down, holding ground. I mean,
holding ground.
I'd say holding ground. It's not on people are like hating on Wrath on YouTube videos for clickbait, you know, saying like, oh, subscribers are down this amount and like the game feels dead and all that. But I think it feels alright.
It feels alright in your raid. One of the things why it feels dead for the average person is because you can't get dungeon groups.
Yeah.
You can't get them easily.
Yeah, and low level. Like we said before it even came out, it needs random dungeon finder at least for level 1 to 70. You know, like that'd be good enough. But yeah, go on and holding ground, we'll say that, that's cool. Rate your experience of the following features. Right, you've done all of this though, haven't you? Really, I mean, mount and pet collecting. You go for achievements, so.
Yeah, chat with friends. Yes, I don't really.
very bad with the friends you've got in game.
Who has friends? Dungeons, somewhat good because I don't know the backgrounds. I don't do, so not applicable.
Either good or bad.
Yeah.
Role playing, I don't do. Questing and leveling. Questing, I find that fine. To be fair.
Yeah.
Questing.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with questing.
I think it's fairly good. I think it's amazing. I think it's probably. I got an issue with the old buff loop, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be better in ICC if they don't make any changes, as in they don't start messing about with item levels and stuff. Just give us it how it was.
Exactly.
It's very bad until like at Valinor though.
Crafting and gathering, it's just like it's neither good or bad. It's just a profession, let's be honest.
Yeah, what it is. How important each of the following features is. How important? So how important it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely important.
I like the way you put I like the way you put chatting with friends as slightly important when it's an MMO. It's literally what the game's about.
Yeah, well, that's not. I don't do that in game. That's all on Discord, isn't it? So
Yeah, I know. All right, go on, get through this. We've got a raid in 5 minutes. Let's get to the good bit. Extremely important. Raiding, yeah. How difficult or easy is it to find news or game updates related to World of Warcraft?
Easy.
Very easy when you've got a YouTuber in the guild.
Yeah, no, we need some good YouTubers,
though. Which of the following makes it difficult for you to find news or game updates related to World of Warcraft? I mean, the only thing... put other. I mean, quite honestly, the thing I think they should do is make sure that all news goes on the Battle.net launcher. I don't know why we
Yeah,
have to
you-
go
oh,
through
that's-
secondary
There's a
channels.
question about that in a second.
Oh, is there? Yeah. I mean, that's where every piece of news related to WoW should be. You shouldn't be finding it out from YouTube or Reddit or anything.
Or Wowhead or whatever it is.
Exactly. Just put it on the launcher.
So yeah, this way the ways you learn about which of the foreign sources you typically use to hear. So I'll be go through all the various
YouTube.
ones you got. So yeah, one of the mine is has not had social media is on it somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, social media.
Yeah.
And there's.
Haven't they stopped doing ads on streaming services like right after?
I saw
ads got
I saw
released?
Dragonfly on Twitch.
Oh
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
that's true. Dragonfly.
It was on telly as well, wasn't it? They had Dragonfly ads on telly with, wasn't it Pedro Pascal in it or something? I can't remember exactly who it was.
It's not back to the 18 days of the Night Elf Mohawk, is it though?
No. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we missed the T and everything.
Still remember that now.
Yeah, definitely. And Jean-Claude Van Damme was doing them for a while as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
think the thing I remember though from back then, when I think when you level Night Elf and you went into the second zone, there was a Night Elf Mohawk
Yeah.
character.
All right, yeah, go next. How long we got till raid? 8 minutes. 8 minutes, we're good.
So again, through the body go here. Would you prefer to see it? In
Most
the background
prefer.
Is on here. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I swear I saw it earlier. Maybe it's a different question. Yeah, the game's official launch.
The game's official launch, yeah. I mean, to me, it makes sense. That's where all launch should be. All information. This is literally a YouTube video, Ernest, by the way. So if you don't want your voice on YouTube, I'd recommend not speaking.
Why do you expect to play?
Why do you expect to play? Yeah, obtain the best.
Achievements.
It really is just obtain the best gear. Well, beat dungeon or raid content, isn't it? Beat dungeon or raid content. You know, we all play. Well,
Yeah.
our guild we all play to clear the raid content. So
But there's no achievements on here.
Yeah, why
Achievements
isn't
an option.
achievements on there?
So
Is it
other.
acquire or complete a collection? Yeah.
Yeah, probably it is. It probably is the acquire or complete a collection. But yeah.
The insane title.
Thinking about older content from previous expansion, what motivates you to complete, or clear legacy content? Nothing.
Old content is nostalgic.
Nothing, though, is it, really?
Obtain the rating. No, it's the map one as well.
Yeah.
But it says gather rare or unique transmogrifications. We've not even got transmog in the game yet, and it
Yeah,
says,
there's some weird
you know,
questions later on which talk specifically about Dragonfly, even though you told them not to talk about Dragonfly in these questions.
yeah.
Weird.
How difficult or easy is it to find the following activities? Here we go. Well, PvP,
activities,
very
I think
easy.
it's fairly easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. I don't really do it. So again, this is the weird thing.
Outdoor Dragonfly activities.
It's
Very difficult from
difficult
classic.
from classic.
Yeah. Find it very difficult.
So it's quite weird with dungeons and raids. Raids, I think it's fairly difficult to get.
I'd
I
say
don't mind
difficult, depending on the server. I mean, people are struggling to recruit for raids for their own guild at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, difficult.
Weekly activities, we don't really
There are
have
none.
like that in classic. So holiday events, again, I find it difficult. Again, for the same reason, it's not
Do
possible.
you find holiday events difficult? Did
Well,
you have trouble
it's more
finding-
difficult.
Well, I didn't, Para, because you're doing the achievement at the same time I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah,
mine.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't. So I just abuse you and stuff like that. But
With
holiday-
random dungeon finder, it would be a lot easier.
yeah, the main thing is getting like the holiday event boss and stuff like that.
Yeah. Daily quest, dragon races, very difficult. I've never done a dragon race. Oh, I have. Tell a lie. Neverwing.
Oh yeah, true. It's okay. Difficult. That's very easy. You don't even need a group for it.
Yeah. How satisfied or unsatisfied are you with the features introduced in Wrath of the Lich King Classic Alduar? Oh, here we go. Dungeon and raid emblem changes. Yeah. New emblem of conquest vendors. Well, what do you mean? I mean, there's always going to be new emblems vendors.
I know that's fine. My main issue with this one is the fact that I have both my specs not being badges after like 2 weeks, or not even that because of the badges from the LFD.
Yeah, you get too many, and you
maybe.
shouldn't get them from 10 man either. You shouldn't get them from 10 man. You should get the lower emblem.
I had no need for badges after like 8 days or something like that. It was.
Like, I have 200 conquests just sitting in my bags at the moment. Oh, well, in the tab.
Yeah, I've
And
geared
no
three.
use for them.
I've
Yeah.
geared 3 specs out with everything that you can possibly get, and nothing to spend them on now. Yeah.
Hardened tournament is what it is, so somewhat satisfied.
It's all right.
Titan Rune Dungeons, no. New raid
I'd say no.
Somewhat.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, Alduar, yes. Titan Rune Dungeons. I just think the intent was good. Yeah, I think the intent was good, but the end result was bad.
What killed
Still
it
too
was.
easy.
Well, no, what killed it though was Nax 10 dropping 25 man loot.
Yeah.
Why struggle through heroic pluses, which are make or break by how good your tank is or your healer is, or just face roll Nax 10 for 25 man loot, which is better loot anyway.
Yeah, exactly. An arena
They are
season
still
6,
too
whatever.
easy.
Yeah. Well, New Raid Order was great, except for now it's like a loop pinata.
We've got 4 minutes. We can do this. 4 minutes.
How lucky you are to play.
Very likely.
In fact, I don't have
Unlikely.
it installed. In
Dragonflight.
fact, I don't even have it installed.
Yeah.
Probably very unlikely.
Yeah. I've got the collector's edition and I've not even redeemed the code yet.
So none of this stuff like interests me.
Yeah, nothing to do with Dragonflight. Skip it.
So this is it. So how familiar are you with the trading post in Dragonflight? I have no idea what it is because I don't play.
I had a look before you jumped on Discord at roughly what it is, but yeah, we'll put not at all. So recently, a new feature called the Trading Post was introduced to World of Warcraft Dragonflight. As a reminder, or in case you'd not heard of it before, the Trading Post allows players to complete monthly activities. Okay, I thought it was weekly, but yeah, monthly activities to earn currency toward decking out their character in cosmetic, transmog, pets, mounts, with new items and activities introduced every month. I don't know. I think it's nice that they're looking at the fact of giving you something else to do on your characters, but I just don't think the classic scene... Don't get me wrong, you go for achievements, there's lots of people who go for mounts and stuff like that, but we've got no transmog, so that's fairly pointless. Cosmetic, I just don't think anyone really cares about. Pets, there's no pet battles, so what's the point?
It's just you get your achievement and you're done with pets, aren't you?
Yeah, so if they added achievements to it, at least achievement hunters would want to do the content every month. Mounts, I think everybody likes mounts. I don't think there's a single person that don't like mounts, but the rest of it, I'd say fairly pointless.
Yeah.
Especially because in the trading post you could get the old like celestial mount that's unobtainable at the moment. I think a lot of people would do it for that, but since we don't, as you said, Scotty, have transmogs in the game, like what's the point of getting it introduced in Wrath? Maybe they're looking toward Kata.
Yeah.
If they do Kata Classic and then just have a feeler out now.
Yeah, very possibly. Yeah, it would make sense if it was for the future expansions rather than now.
Yeah.
There's not that much left of Wrath. That's the thing. People think we're going to be sat in it for ages, but there's really not that much time.
You got one short raid and then ICC, haven't you?
Yeah.
Exactly, and they're not going to leave Tok out long. Like people would just quit.
Come in May. Yeah, and then like in July, ICC, August, maybe.
Yeah. Is there any other WoW questions, or is the rest just generic?
I think so. Just going to go through it now quickly.
I mean, I'm going to play Diablo 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, I would if I had a key.
When playing World of Warcraft, how often do you encounter bad behaviour?
Lots about bad behaviour. There's a few questions around bad behaviour.
Yeah, it's hard.
Sometimes. Yeah, I don't. The thing is, unless you've played on private servers, you don't even know what bad behaviour in game is, do you?
I never noticed anything.
That's so true.
But fair, we don't play in our guild either.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't think I've ever reported someone ignore lists. I haven't ignored anyone in ages, and the only person I removed is probably one of you lot.
Yeah, a guildie. I remove more guildies from raids than I do pugs.
And Discord as well.
Yeah, you mainly.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not affected at all. I don't see any reports about it. The few people I have reported and never had anything back from it.
Oh, yeah.
They get name like changed.
And then again, all this stuff.
Just more behaviours. All right. I mean, if you think that's the main questions that we care about done, then I can end this and we can focus on the raid.
Bad behaviour. What else?
More bad behaviour. As a result of players' bad behaviour.
Have you done it? Yeah.
It's just
Thanks again. Lovely.
Guild, to be honest.
Well, thank you for that, Hoyt. Get the raid moving in the other channel, and I'll be there in 2 secs.
I've rested.
Well, that is the whole... Let me just make this a bit bigger and take my headset off, because I hate having a headset on in YouTube videos. That was the survey. Obviously, thanks Hoyt and thanks Para, who was sat in looking at the survey with us as well. I could have done this a lot better and broke down each question and gave you my opinion on it, but in a bit of a rush, I wanted you to see the survey as quickly as possible, because it has only gone out today. And to be fair, most of the questions, there's not that much there to even give you my opinion on. Add in a trading post for mounts, pets, cosmetics and stuff. I think there's other ways that they can try and encourage us to play the game more. So, without outside of just raid login, there's other things they could do. For example, Mythic Plus, removing lockouts from raids. And I don't mean remove lockouts as in you can now run it continuously and get as much loot as you want. I mean where you get locked to the boss. So you can only receive loot from that boss once. I'd love that system added into Classic. So technically I could join a pug tomorrow and flex my Valanir all around the place, just because I can. And it would give me more reason. I like raiding on my main because it's where I've invested the most amount of time. So why would I then want to go on alts, which, you know, I'm not that bothered about? Whereas if I could go in and do all of our 25 on my main a few times a week just to help people out, join pugs, do a few bosses, leave, all that, you know, I'd quite like that. So I think there's ways of encouraging people to not raid log outside of adding the trading post, even though I'm still not 100% sure exactly what those activities are or what it entails, but no secret that I don't play retail. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.